Harry has always been the quieter of the two brothers, often choosing to observe rather than participate. Over the years, a cloud of lies and false narratives has hovered over him and his family, making it difficult for the truth to emerge. One of the most surprising revelations in recent times is the discovery of a long-lost letter from Princess Diana. Allegedly uncovered in 2024, the letter is said to contain Diana's deepest fears and her final wishes for her sons, William and Harry. It raises the question, did Diana foresee the struggles her children would face in the years to come? And why was this crucial message kept from them for so long? The shocking details are sure to leave you speechless. For years, speculation swirled around the existence of this secret letter, with many dismissing it as a mere rumor, a lost piece of history. But now, in 2024, this letter has surfaced, leaving royal experts and watchers stunned. The letter, hidden away in a private collection, was never meant to be seen by the public. It wasn't just an ordinary family note, it contained Diana's personal wishes and warnings for her sons. Her words were a heartfelt plea for them to live life on their own terms, free from the constraints of duty. Diana wanted them to choose their own paths, rather than being overwhelmed by the royal obligations that had consumed so much of her life. Given the significance of this letter, it raises an important question: why was it hidden for so many decades? Who kept it under wraps, and what was Diana hoping to convey to her sons about their future? The rediscovery of the letter has brought even more questions to the forefront, and the timing of its emergence only adds to the mystery. This discovery has shaken long-standing beliefs about Diana's final years. Was she already preparing William and Harry for the struggles they would face? Did she predict the paths they would each take, one embracing royal life, the other stepping away from it entirely? Let's delve deeper into the story behind Diana's lost letter. Diana always wanted her sons to experience the freedom she had been denied, having witnessed firsthand the restrictive nature of the royal system. Her wishes, now revealed in this letter, offer a glimpse into her hopes for their futures, as well as her understanding of the challenges they would have to navigate. In the royal system, duty always came before happiness, and personal choices were rarely considered. From the moment Diana's marriage to Prince Charles began to fall apart, she grew increasingly concerned about her future role in the lives of her sons, William and Harry. Diana knew that once she was no longer the wife of the future king, her influence over them could become limited. Determined to give them a different kind of childhood, one free from the restrictions of royal life, she made unconventional choices as a parent. She took them to fast food restaurants, amusement parks, and even allowed them to experience public schooling, things that were unheard of for royal children. Diana wanted them to understand the world beyond the palace walls, to experience life like ordinary people. However, not everyone in the royal circle supported her approach. As the pressure surrounding her grew, Diana's concerns deepened. She confided in close friends, sharing her fears that the monarchy would eventually dictate every aspect of her sons' lives. In a letter from 1993, she revealed a deep personal confession: "I live for my boys. I would be lost without them." This was more than just an expression of love, it was a desperate plea to maintain her connection with them. Her worries were not unfounded. Was she already preparing them for the possibility that she wouldn't always be there to protect them? In early 1997, Diana wrote another letter, expressing her anxieties about her children's future. This letter, however, mysteriously vanished from the public record. It wasn't discovered in any official archive or among Diana's well-documented belongings. Instead, it surfaced unexpectedly in a private collection, adding to the many unanswered questions surrounding her life and legacy. The discovery of Diana's letter has left many wondering who hid it and why. Experts believe the letter may have been deliberately kept away, possibly by someone who felt its contents were too controversial to reveal. But why, after so many decades, has it suddenly come to light? What makes this letter stand apart from others is its tone. While Diana was always open about her emotions, this particular message carried a sense of urgency. She wasn't just expressing her love, she was warning her sons about their future. Diana expressed deep concerns about William being trapped in his royal role and Harry struggling to find his identity. Reflecting on Diana's thoughts, many experts believe she would be deeply saddened if she could see how things turned out. It was almost as if she had already foreseen the difficult choices her sons would face in adulthood. Even more mysteriously, the letter hints at an unease Diana couldn't fully explain. She wrote, "I have so much I want to say, but I don't know if I will ever get the chance." Looking back, those words feel eerily prophetic. Could this letter be the missing piece in understanding Diana's final thoughts? If so, why was it hidden for so long? Diana wasn't just concerned about royal traditions, she was profoundly worried about the future of her sons. In private conversations with close friends, she expressed her belief that William and Harry would struggle under the weight of royal expectations. She feared that William, as the future king, would lose his personal freedom in service of the crown. At the same time, she worried that Harry, always seen as the spare, would struggle to find his place within the monarchy, unable to carve out his own path. Diana's lost letter reflects the concerns she had for her sons' futures. She urged them to prioritize happiness over duty, a sentiment that went completely against royal customs. Diana wanted William and Harry to understand that their lives were more than just their royal titles, but there was something even more unsettling about her words. Allegedly, she believed she wouldn't always be around to protect them. She had voiced these concerns in previous letters and interviews, but this particular letter carried a sense of finality. In it, she expressed feeling watched and struggling to trust those around her, suggesting that she knew things were about to change soon. Diana wanted to make sure her sons understood their worth beyond the monarchy. Looking at William and Harry today, it's hard not to wonder if Diana predicted the very choices they would make. William, who chose to stay and modernize the royal system, and Harry, who walked away entirely, was this letter her way of preparing them for the inevitable? Prince Charles himself may have provided a hint, adding a layer of mystery to the situation. The lost letter takes on an entirely new meaning when compared to the decisions William and Harry have made as adults. From the moment they were born, their futures seemed predetermined, one destined to be king, the other expected to support him. But Diana wanted more for them. She didn't want them to feel trapped by expectations the way she had. She wanted them to have choices, something that had rarely been granted to members of the royal family. William, as the elder son, took on his royal role, but with a more modern approach. Together with his wife, Catherine Middleton, they have worked hard to provide their children with a grounded upbringing, ensuring they have a sense of normalcy that Diana had always hoped for her sons. William and Harry's lives have followed different paths, but both reflect Diana's influence in their own ways. William has maintained many royal traditions while also pushing for change within the monarchy, balancing his duty with personal happiness, a combination that mirrors his mother's teachings. Diana wanted her sons to experience childhood outside the pressures of royal life, and William has certainly embraced that by ensuring his children grow up with a grounded, normal upbringing, away from the intense scrutiny of the press. He has, however, stayed within the royal system, choosing to shape it from within, just as Diana hoped he would. Then there's Harry, whose path took a completely different turn in 2021 when he stepped away from royal life. Many speculated that he had been following his mother's advice all along, as he has often spoken about feeling constrained by the royal system, much like Diana did. Could this letter have been the final push he needed to make that decision? Harry has frequently mentioned that Diana was his guiding force, and reading the letter's words now, it's easy to see why her warning about prioritizing happiness over obligation aligns perfectly with his choice to step back from royal duties and start anew. But did Diana truly expect Harry to leave the monarchy, or was she simply preparing both sons for the possibility of carving their own paths? The letter doesn't dictate what they should do, but instead encourages them to make their own decisions, urging them not to let tradition control their lives. Interestingly, although William and Harry have chosen opposite paths, both are living in ways that reflect their mother's ideals. William is reshaping the monarchy from within, while Harry has chosen to break away from it completely. This letter wasn't just a message from a mother to her sons, it was a blueprint for the choices they would later make. It proves that even in her absence, Diana's influence continues to shape the future of the royal family. Now that Diana's letter has been revealed, the biggest question that remains is, why was it hidden for so long? For decades, experts and royal watchers speculated that Diana had left behind a final message for her sons, one that could reveal her deepest thoughts and wishes. Now that the letter has surfaced, it raises even more questions than answers. If it truly held no major secrets, why wasn't it shared earlier? Could it have changed the course of history if William and Harry had read it sooner? Some believe the letter was kept private to protect the monarchy's image. Diana was already known for challenging royal traditions, and this letter might have been seen as too controversial, especially if it encouraged her sons to prioritize personal happiness over royal duty. Keeping it hidden may have been a way to control the narrative surrounding her legacy. Others suggest that it was kept secret out of respect for William and Harry. The royal family is known for guarding private correspondences, and this letter may have been considered too personal to release. But this raises another issue: who decided that now was the right time to reveal it? Diana's lost letter is not just a historical find, it's a powerful statement that continues to shape the lives of her sons. Her words urged William and Harry to put happiness before tradition, and looking at their lives today, it seems they took that message to heart. But now we ask you, why do you think this letter was hidden for so long? Was it an attempt to protect the monarchy's image, or was it simply forgotten? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's discuss. And if you're fascinated by royal secrets, make sure to check out our next video, because the truth about the royal family is never as simple as it seems.